Welcome to another video. Walk on the Wild Side, and I am here in Blackpool. I'm actually back up here on Red Bank Road again, the bright lights of Red Bank Road. Just behind me is the Top Chippy. I actually did a review of the Top Chippy late last year. You can check that out if you want. Tonight I've got another Chippy review, but this one is a bit further down that way. It's a little bit off the beaten tourist track. So this part of Red Bank Road, the top end here, we've also got the Bispham kitchen, the very popular, world famous Bispham kitchen, and just up there you might just be able to see the archway to the Blackpool illuminations, because most people go through the illuminations and they finish up right here at Scooby. Super impressive. Sorry, just had to do that. Yeah, they finish up right here at Red Bank Road and they go to the Bispham kitchen. They go to the... It's a noisy one, that, isn't it? They go to the Top Chippy. But like I say, there's loads of other places down here as well. So I'm going to head to this chippy. It's called Bellamy's Fish Bar, or otherwise the Middle Chippy. We're going to head down there. But before I do that, I want to show you what else Red Bank Road has got to offer. There's loads of places down here, takeaways and restaurants. Some of them are quite fancy as well. So we'll head down there to Bellamy's Fish Bar. We'll get some fish and chips, but we'll have a look at some of the other places along the way. So the tram has just left Bispham station. It's a very high part of Blackpool Promenade, this as well. Bispham station there. And as I turn around, there's the arch there. No illuminations at the moment, they're actually taking them down. They're taking down those tableaus over there. Just here on the corner, we've got the Queen's Mansions, now taken over by the Granada Apartments. That's a cracking place to stay, that. If you're looking for a quality serviced apartment, you can't go wrong there. But let's have a look and see what else we can see on Red Bank Road, starting with the Bispham kitchen there and the Top Chippy. Well, I'll tell you what, they've got another place on this side here. This is called the Tide and Tipple. That looks quite fancy, doesn't it? Yeah, so I think a lot of people that probably do visit some of these places here, they probably don't venture much further down than maybe the Top Chippy. We've got some takeaways over there, Mr. G's, the Golden Chef, Chinese. But I'm going to head down this way. It's quite a walk actually. It's probably maybe better part of 5 minutes walk to get to the Chippy. I'll tell you what, who said that Blackpool can't do fancy restaurants? Just behind me is Terra Nostra. I've actually been in there and it is so popular here on Red Bank Road. And next door to that is a place called Madison's, which is a coffee shop. That's only open during the day, but Terra Nostra, I'll tell you what, you want to give it a look if you're down this way. It's really, the pizzas are amazing. Just over there we've got the Indian Curry Leaf restaurant and takeaway. And just over here we've got Limoncello. I think that used to be a pizza place. This place here, I can't remember the name of it, but I went in once, it was a few years ago, and that was pretty good. But we'll carry on towards the east, and I tell you what, the wind is actually coming right. So the wind is brutal tonight. We've got the beach from the east. The Spice Lobster, yeah, here on Red Bank Road. Look at that. I tell you what, it's absolutely jam-packed tonight. It's a Saturday night tonight, so it's probably going to be a bit busier than normal, but yeah, it's jam-packed in there. Sunam Tandoori Indian restaurant, established 1991. A couple of micro type pubs. We've got the Cask Micro Pub over there, and we've got this one here called Soundwave, and I can see someone playing darts up there, so yeah, they look pretty good, don't they? Another Chinese there next door. You know how I normally eat my fish and chips outside, like last time when they did the Top Chippy. I found a shelter on the promenade. The only problem with this is it's a long walk to the promenade, so I might have to think of somewhere else to eat my chips. I might actually wimp out and eat them in my van. Mi Casa Su Sasa Tapas. restaurant. Well, that looks quite fancy, doesn't it? And that's just across the road from the Bispham Conservative Club, which is actually by the big Sainsbury's. Yeah, so Blackpool's got two big Sainsbury's. It's got the one in the town centre, and it's also got this one here on Red Bank Road. But we're almost at Bellamy's Fish Bar. It's just down here on the left hand side. Okay, so I've got my fish chips and mushy peas here from Bellamy's Fish Bar on Red Bank Road. Tell you what, it's like a disco in there, and it's really bright as well. The music is so loud. But yeah, it's a nice looking chippy inside. I'll just show you the menu. It's quite a simple menu actually. Yeah, they do some specials as well. But I've got fish chips and mushy peas. It cost me £11.90. And I mentioned before, it's a bit windy tonight, and we've got an easterly wind. It's absolutely freezing tonight. So I'm not going to sit in the shelter or outside. I'm going to wimp out and eat these in my van. So let's go before they get cold. Just look at this lovely bowling green they've got here at the Bispham Conservative Club. It's like a hidden gem, isn't it? Right next to the Sainsbury's as well. Wow. And I'm actually parked up in the Sainsbury's. That's a Bispham hotel, by the way. We've got a nice picture of the tram, a balloon tram on the outside there, the Bispham Hotel. That's a Sam Smith's pub, that, by the way, Sam Smith's. And they have a rule in there where you're not allowed to, well, better not look at your phone when you're in there. You might get into trouble. But anyway, let's get to my van and eat these chips. Oh, I tell you what, it's a bit nippy out there. I've just taken my coat off because I don't want to be wearing that. It's a big coat, that. I'll tell you something else. I've forgotten my cutlery, but I usually come prepared because sometimes I go out camping in this van, so I've got things lying around that I can use. I've got a fork here, thankfully. But anyway, fish chips and mushy peas from the... my bobble hat is catching on something here. I'm going to have to sort out this. This fan's falling to bits, honestly. The roof's caving in. It all needs repairing, all my felt roof's coming off. But let's get these out. What's that there? Is that the mushy peas? Oh my God, you want to see the size of the mushy peas? Look at that. That is in a big tub, that, isn't it? That's a lot bigger than what I got from the top chippy. A little bit cheaper than the top chippy, but I think I got a drink there, so the price is probably near enough the same. £11.90. And here we go. Take a look at that. Yeah, what do you think? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm hungry now, you know. Yeah, there you go. Fish and chips. I got them to put salt and vinegar. You know, sometimes when I get them to put salt and vinegar on, they always do too much. So we always say, just put a little bit on, because they tend to pile it on, don't they? Especially the salt. But anyway, I would say that looks pretty good to me. And I can't wait to tuck in. So let's get into this, shall we? I'll sort out the mushy peas a little bit later. So here we go. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's dig out a chip first, shall we? We'll take this one here. Underneath the fish. It's just broken off a bit there, so you can have a look at that. What do you think? Let's try that, shall we? I'll try a few of the chips first. Thankfully, they've not overdone it with the salt and vinegar. In fact, most of the time, I just usually get them to not put it on, and I put it on myself. But when I'm out and about, I have to, if I'm eating them out, I have to get them to put some on, because I don't carry any salt and vinegar around with me. I've got quite a lot of stuff in this van when I go camping and stuff like that, but I don't carry salt and vinegar around. But yeah, the chips are all right. Chips are all right. I'll say £11.90, not a bad price really. It's pretty much average, I suppose. There's another chip there, look. Yeah, chips are all right. Time to try the fish. Right, so we're going to try the fish. I'm going to cheat with this. I'm going to break it off with my hand there. It'll be a bit easier. Oh, I'll tell you what, that looks pretty good. Oh, look at that. Wow, that looks nice, doesn't it? That is a well-cooked fish. So here we go with the fish. I tell you what, that was hot. That was pretty hot. If I'd have been sat outside, this would have gone cold in no time. But I'll tell you what, that fish is absolutely roasting. And it's really, really nice as well, yeah. Yeah, I'm liking the fish, liking the chips. Before I do anything else, let's try the mushy peas. Because I usually leave them till last and I forget all about them till the end. So let's try them now, shall we? Yeah, like I say, the tub that these mushy peas come in is actually a nice tub. That, you know what, you can actually use that again at home. Could actually use it again. It's quite a substantial... oh, struggling to get the top off actually. Oh, I'll tell you what, these are quite, what would you call it? Quite runny looking, these. Can you see that? They are quite runny looking, I have to say. I'm going to struggle with the fork because I'd probably be better with a spoon. I'll have to see if I've got a spoon. But let's try some of these. See if you can you see that? There you go. They are quite runny. Well, I had some mushy peas from a chip shop the other night. I won't name what it is, but the peas were almost rock solid. Nothing like these. These are actually really good. Yeah. So the mushy peas are pretty impressive. Not only that, but the actual tub that they come in, I could take that home and reuse it, couldn't I? But anyway, I'm going to leave them till the end because I usually like to eat the mushy peas at the end. So I'm going to carry on eating the fish and chips and then I'll finish off with the mushy peas and I'll let you know what I think. Right, well that's the fish and chips finished off. Look at that, I've hardly left anything. I've eaten all the chips and everything. Not sure if I did that with the top chippy. Now the top chippy, where I went last time, is more of a tourist chippy compared to this one that I've just been to tonight. This one's a bit off the beaten track, of course, so it's more of a local chippy, I suppose. But you might have been to it yourself, so let me know if you've actually been to Bellamy's Fish Bar or the Middle Chippy. I've just got these mushy peas to finish off, but I need to find a spoon because the fork is no good for eating these. They're a bit too runny. I'll tell you what, I have thought of everything, mate. I've just found a spoon that I can finish off my mushy peas with. And I'm going to leave it there now. That was my review of Bellamy's Fish Bar on Red Bank Road in Blackpool. Lovely mushy peas. Really, really nice. £11.90. Might have been a bit cheaper than the top chippy, you know, for what I got. I actually think, now I don't do ratings, but I actually think that this was a little bit better. To be fair to the top chippy, when I had theirs, it went cold because I was eating it in one of those shelters on the promenade, but no way I wanted to do that tonight. It's a bit too cold, and this would have gone cold in no time. But, like I say, it's a little bit off the beaten track, this one, and it's worth checking out if you come into Blackpool. If you go into the Illuminations, go a little bit further down Red Bank Road and check out Bellamy's Fish Bar on Red Bank Road. So there you go. I'm going to leave it there now. I don't give ratings, but it's more of an experience and more of a look at Red Bank Road. It's not just a chippy review. It's a look at all the places that we've got here in Blackpool. We have got some quite fancy restaurants if you look around. There's some people say, oh, there's no restaurants in Blackpool. Well, I think there are, you know, and these ones here on Red Bank Road are very, very popular. But that was Bellamy's Fish Bar. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos. And I'll see you again on the next one. Right, let's finish off these mushy peas.